All right, I have let my hair down to get casual. Put the glasses off until I need them. We are going to do a short discussion on prepping. Okay, I know it's a hot topic right now. I know that people are concerned all across the board, either no matter what financial situation you're in. The more money you have, the more you have to lose, right? The less money you have, the less money you have to lose. But I want to talk to those people who have never prepped, who have only what they need to survive in their cupboards and in their refrigerators right now. Those people who think they're just going to jump in the car when it hits the fan and run down to Walmart or your local convenience store and take the risk of getting shot or robbed in doing that, who think it's all good, the shelves are just going to be there for you to scavenge through, right? It's not going to happen. Think back on 2019, okay? I wasn't one of those people. A lot of people I know weren't one of those people. So let's just start simple. Let's start basics. Our basics are food, water. If you don't believe in guns and ammo, it's all good, but some kind of protection, right? You're not going to protect your family with plastic spoons and knives. Not going to happen, right? Get some pepper spray, get some tasers, get some, I don't care, pepper spray, body armor, I don't know, knives, get good at a bow and arrow, whatever it is you have to do, right? Get your kids involved in your prepping. They need to know. They may be all, Dad, Mom, really, all is good now. But if you get them involved and you teach them and they learn something and they feel important when and if that time comes, it's not if, it's when, right? They have a job to do and they are in charge of something, like maybe their siblings or taking care of an elderly person. They're prepared. They have the knowledge. Let them make it fun though. Make it fun. If you have a food sealer, okay? If you have one of these, and they're old enough, let them learn how to seal up bags, okay? Whether it be these bags, whether it be Mylar bags, or whether it be food saver bags, okay? It doesn't matter. Get them involved. If they're old enough to handle it, let them be in charge of sealing food, okay? If they're not old enough to deal with the food saver, put them in charge of putting the food in the bags while you take control of the sealer, okay? Make it fun. When you go to the store with them, ask them, if the lights went out tonight, Noah, what would we do? I mean, what would be a good thing to eat tonight? You know what I'm saying? Get them involved. Pick up an extra can of something every time you go. And the more you can afford to pick up extra, pick up 2 cans or 3 cans or a case on a case sale, right? Water. We need water, but you can't always carry water around. In all 3 of our vehicles, we keep 2 gallons of water for several reasons. Prep, of course, but radiator, whatever. We always keep 2 gallons in our vehicles. And our cargo trailer that you've seen over here, that has a year's worth of food in there, okay? My she shack here, right now, this is good for about a year, but I actually have 3 to 4 years of food. It's just not here right now. It's in the shed over across the lot. So, but my house, if I get stranded in the house, I've probably got a couple months in the rig. So Ruby, our Wrangler, we have about 48 hours of survival in Ruby. So, am I a freak? Call me a freak. Doesn't really matter to me. All I know is that my family, and my family's small. It's my husband and I have an elderly mom, Joe Mama, who I also would be responsible for. And then Carrie and Patrick live just down the road from Critters. Go check them out on YouTube. And so all of us are a team, right? So this stuff here, not necessary, guys. It's gotten expensive. When I bought this stuff, I think the freeze-dried stroganoff was like $18, and now it's like in the 30s or 40s. So this is not necessary, okay? But this is an easy fix. These are your proteins. If you're going to start stocking now, start stocking up on proteins. That would be your meats and gosh, I want to say eggs, but if you don't have a freeze dryer, that won't help you. But stock up on your canned chickens and your canned tunas and your stews, you know. Stock up on flavorings, okay? I want to see everybody stocking up on flavorings. And you know those little flavor packets? The little flavor packets, the brown gravy, stroganoff, enchilada sauce, stock up on them. They're cheap. They're already freeze dried. They're easy to store. When it comes down and you're stocking up on boxes and boxes of this, okay, that is dry foods, okay? There's Top Ramens. You start stocking up on noodles, beans, rice, white rice, because it lasts longer. The brown rice is healthier, but it's also got a lot of oil in it, and it doesn't last but maybe 3-4 months, okay? Unless you have a freeze dryer or unless you have some kind of food saver thing, okay? You're not gonna wanna just boil a pot of beans and sit there with plain blah beans, right? You're gonna want flavoring. So buy all the flavors, make your food. Do not ever stock foods that you do not now like to eat, okay? I have a couple big packets of Top Ramen, okay? It's already freeze dried. I don't have to do anything with that. Boxed foods, you know, every now and then in a SHF situation or a down situation, you're going to want a cake or some cupcakes. Your kids are going to crave it. Sorry, it is. We're human. We like our certain things, right? So I just stock up on salts. I stock up on soups. I stock up on I can get all this stuff out of the way. I've got more bean and rice like down there. I stock up on the big bags of flour, okay? And those you're going to want to put in plastic containers. If you are not going to Mylar bag them, then you need to collect some of these, fill this up with sugar and salt and flour, okay? Or Bisquick or whatever. But if you do go with the Bisquick and the pancake mixes, invest in some Mylar bags, okay? Invest in these bad boys right here. I think they're less than $20 for 50 of them on Amazon. You can use a food saver, the food sealer with them, or you can buy the reusable Ziploc bags. Buy also a bag of those absorbers, food absorbers, to put in there. Okay, it's just simple stuff. This is not fear mongering. This is not trying to scare you. This is you. Can we get serious for a minute here? Okay, school, right? This is June. Those of you in California and other states where school starts in September, are you not starting to budget and put away for the new school wardrobe? Do you have a wedding coming up that you're planning and you have to save up? Do you have a trip or a retirement party or something that you're saving up for and planning? Well, guess what that is? That is prepping, correct? You're prepping for something that's going to be happening in the future. So prepping is not a bad word. It's not something to be fearful of. I don't care if it's a military issue, a political issue, a hurricane issue, tornado issue. The big one in California, I really don't care what the situation is. There could be days or maybe even longer. Ask the people in Katrina, right? How long it was before life got back to normal. Most of them are still struggling or have had to relocate. Houses have not been rebuilt. Insurance policies have not paid. Okay, so let's just take care of your family. Let's take care of the simple things that you can do right now to just have flashlights, batteries, candles, solar stakes. You know the garden solar stakes that you buy at the $1.25 tree? Pull those up out of the ground, take them in the house. They make great torches. Candles. Buy them, stock them, put them somewhere. I don't care. Batteries, you end up not having enough, right? Or they go bad or whatever. So battery operated is good for a while, but it's not forever. These are the water containers I'm talking about. I think they have these at Walmart. I think they're like $7, $8, $9 ish. This one is not filled right now, but I have 10 of these filled in my other Connex. But make sure it's water grade, right? Fill it up. Get yourself one of these made, I told you. And if you go back to my cargo one, I show you the link where you can learn to make one of these, because this Alexa Pure was close to 300 bucks and the filters for them are over 150. So you can make one of these. I have it out in the cargo trailer out of two spaghetti pots, a little $5 spout off Amazon, and a ceramic filter. You got yourself a water filtering system. If you don't want to go to that extent, get out your old t-shirts, clean them, buy yourself a couple bags of charcoal, filter your water the old-fashioned way through a t-shirt and some charcoal. It could be done, okay? Survival straws. I'm going to show you a picture. Mine are buried right now in there somewhere. This is all my first aid, my Band-Aids, first aid, upset tummy, hand sanitizers, tweezers, all that good stuff. That's what that is. And I label mine. I don't know if you can see it, but there it's heavy. There's a label up there that tells me what's in there. So in a grid down situation, I know where to find it. Starting to get warm out here, guys. Anyways, start simple. Keep spices. Okay? Keep spices. Invest in a butane stove and collect these. When I went to the store the other day, they had 4 left. Mom took 2 and I took 2. Is what it is, right? My power goes out. I'm on the pole here. I have to break out the butane stove. I got that for a while. If you guys have got a fire pit, most people now have fire pits. That's going to be your best friend when the lights go out for several days or months. Grid goes down. Someone takes out our power grid across the United States. We're looking at 2-3 years before it's back online, because all those parts come from over the pond. So prepare, please. I'm just asking you. Don't be afraid of prepping. Don't let people tell you that it's too late to prep. Don't let people tell you that you're paranoid. Don't let people tell you should be wearing a tin hat. And if you need to, make one. I'll walk around with one proudly. I'm sorry, but when COVID hit, my husband and I and my mom were set, because we didn't freak. We had it ahead of time. Did I have 5,000 rolls of toilet paper? No, because let's use our brain. There are many things you can use for that situation besides toilet paper. I don't have any kids, so I didn't go and buy out all the formula. I grabbed bottled water. I did. I buy an extra thing of bottled water. Yes, they're in plastic, and if you buy the Walmart brand or something that's not like Fiji or the expensive waters, that plastic is nasty. It is not hurting the water, but this is where that becomes your best friend. All that bottled water I have stored gets poured in here and gets filtered. Okay, survival straw. I was on that. Sorry, I skipped that part. I'm going to insert the picture. You've probably already seen it by now, of the survival straws. They can do up to 100 and I think it's 44,000 gallons per straw, and it's 99.9% takes out bacteria. They are just a big, fat, ugly straw, and you can suck drain water. You can suck some lake water. You can suck it up, and even though it's gross, spit it into bottles for your family to go home and boil, right? They don't weigh anything. Put them in your backpacks, put them in your cars, put them in your RVs, put one in your boat, put one in your kids' lunchbox. I don't care. Have one in each vehicle. Have them in the house. They're expensive. They're between $15 and $20. But as you can afford them, buy one. Put it away. Buy another one. You know what I'm saying? Plan for it. Just like you do that school wardrobe, okay? Or a summer wardrobe, or that $400 French bikini, okay? This is important. This is going to save your life. This is going to be taking care of your family, and your kids will feel so good and important when they're involved. And it does happen, and it hits the fan, and you've got them in charge of something that they know how to do. Let's talk about the elderly. Please remember your elderly. If they're not living with you, they're in their own home, make them a 36-hour go bag with some water or one of those straws, some nutrition, an extra thing of pills, extra pair of socks, a jacket, a blanket. Just make a little area next to their bed, next to their favorite recliner, wherever they happen to be most. Take care of them, one for each person. 36-hour kit per person in your family, including your elderly. If they're in a care home, please have something still next to their bed. CNAs and RNAs are awesome, awesome people, okay? But they're busy. They have 100 call lights going off. They are doing triage at this point. In other words, they're most important to the least important. No matter where your loved one falls in that category, they will get to you. But they also have worries of their own. They have families at home that are now needing their help. So give them a break. Try to help yourselves. Help out your elderly by having a box or something in their room where each of them have something until emergency services can get there, who also have families at home that they're worried about. And that's if they can get to you. Okay, if power lines are down all over the road and it's situated in the middle of that somewhere, until you can get there, just remember them, please. Neighbors, if you have elderly neighbors, talk to them. Ask them if they're prepared if the lights go out for 3 days. 36 hours, okay? It used to be 24, not anymore. 36 or more. I do 48, but whatever you can do. Pets. Let's talk about pets. Can we please talk about pets? I don't care how many dogs you have, or cats, hamsters. Not a whole lot you can do about goldfish. I'm working on it though, okay? But these are your babies. These are your fur babies. You got them for a reason. They protect you, they love on you, they comfort you. And when it comes time, please do not lock up the house with your pets inside. Take off to grandma's house or Uncle Joe's house and leave your pets to fend for themselves in your house or on your property or in your garage or your basement. Okay? Please don't. If you can get them out, yes, family comes first. Your children come first. I get that. But if you are already packed up and loaded in your car with these bags for each person, and I don't care if you have to make Walmart room or whatever it is, and then those are things you don't have to grab on the way out. It's just your kids and your pets. Have one of your kids grab a cat. Have another one, grab a dog. I don't care if you've got an armful of both. Get them out of the house. Get them with you. Have a go bag for them. Food, water, right? Treats, something. They're going to be just as scared, okay? And they don't know what's going on. Leashes. I want harnesses and leashes either in your car, whether you use them or not. Most people out here don't, because there's really nowhere for them to go, right? But have them handy, because if you have to be somewhere where they're scared, you don't want them taken off, okay? So it's getting so warm out here, right? That or I'm all worked up. Anyways, take care of your pets. I don't want to watch any more videos where Hurricane Sandra comes along and people are out there volunteering their time to, take care of your pets that you've left behind. So anyways, that's enough of that rant. If you have a farm and you're full of ducks and pigeons and goats and horses, I get that. But most people, ranchers, already have plans for that. They have made shelter for their animals or whatever. So anywho, sorry guys, I'm putting you back on the table. I need a sip of coffee. There we go. I think that's good. Yes, maybe, sort of. There we go. Okay. So anyway, just make it simple. Don't make it stupid and complicated. In another video, maybe I'll go into Plan Bs and Cs, bug out shelters, canvases. Just think about it. Think about right now, flip, the switch goes off. What have you got until that comes back on? I know most of us go, in another 20 minutes they'll have it fixed. There's going to come a time when there is no 20 minutes it's going to get fixed, okay? Think about what you and your family need to be okay. Medicines, feminine products for your teenagers or yourself. If it's hot and it's summer, find ways to make shelter to where you have shade. If you're bunkering in your house, you're probably good to go. But if you have to leave the city or your apartment or whatever, have a plan, okay? Learn. Go on the internet and learn about first aid and CPR and bug out situations. There are preppers out there that are so awesome at what they do, and they're giving you free information. Use it. Let your kids learn. Teach them how to make a fire. Get some of those waterproof matchsticks, whatever. I will go into all that kind of prep in my next video. This time I just wanted to talk to you about getting started, taking it seriously, not being afraid, buying an extra few items at the store whenever you go. That's it for this video. It's a short one, but I'm gonna get my ducks in a row. I'm gonna come up with a list of other things I know that if you're already at this place in your prep, then you can go to the next step, okay? So pay attention to what's going on out there and realize that you need to be your first responder, just like when the riots were happening and stuff, right? The cops were getting cut off their path, and so were the ambulance and the fire. Those people are risking their lives for you, but they only have 2 hands and so many people on board, okay? So be your first responder, take care of yourself, think about what you and you guys need, and I'll get with you on the next video. Until then, take care, be good to one another, and pray for this country. Talk to you later. Bye.